you troubled? Confused?
Oh, man.
Do you worry that something awful has happened to Link and Julie from the Mod Squad?
I wonder what happened to Link and Julie.
Does it frighten you to live in a world where people invent things like pet rocks, famous Amos cookies, and Mr. Microphone? Do you believe everything is being affected by a multinational conspiracy?
So what?
If so, there is nothing wrong with you.
Really? Hey! What the hell
We
was that?
understand. For the next 30 minutes, sit back, relax, and let us take control of your consciousness.
Hey, no way.
Because this is our
Hey, let me go.
stupid world.
Let me go! Hey! Let me go!
This is Rebels Without Applause.
For weeks. But have you done anything to fix it? No. Harold? What is all this, huh? Why are you cutting up bits and pieces of newspaper? You know how I hate to clean up these little shreds of newspaper! The man never listens. I can't believe I ever saw it.
This'll fix the wagon. Yeah. They all said Harold Dinkle was washed up. They all said Harold Dinkle would be a nobody, but at least likely to succeed in high school. That was their little joke. Well, they've had theirs. Now it's time for mine.
Harold! Did you leave these dirty jockey shorts in my kitchen sink? How many times have I told you not to leave underwear in the kitchen?
Sorry, dear. It won't be long before she regrets that. Her and all of them. Soon they'll all know about Harold Dinkle.
What's so funny, huh? Tell me that. We haven't paid the rent for 2 months, and the electric company's gonna turn off our heat on Monday.
I'll take care of it, Poodle Pie.
I wish you'd get off my back. If it wasn't for her, I'd be president of Chrysler by now. If it wasn't for her, and them, all of them, out to get me. Yes, I'll get back at every one of them. I'll have the last laugh.
Did you have your ticket, sweetheart?
Right here in my trouser pocket, honey.
Pocket? Oh, Dan, nobody says trouser anymore.
Well, it's in the script.
What script?
The script that guy over there handed me. Don't you have one?
Oh, come on. Before we miss our plane to Washington.
Mommy, I don't want to go see Grandma in Washington. She's boring.
Now, Dharma, you stop all this. Your grandmother loves you very much. It's up to you to make these last few days as pleasant as possible.
How blessing.
Dharma, please. Now, kiss Mommy goodbye.
Why aren't you coming? She's your mother.
I thought we'd been through all that, dear.
Tell me again.
You know, Mommy can't miss her graduation at the Holistic Mind and Body School. Now bundle up. It's going to be cold in Washington.
Okay. I miss you and running water already.
Remember to call as soon as you get there. I love you.
I love you, Mommy.
Now, Fred, I want to remind you one last time. I'll be very upset if I find out you got laid at the convention. Here, let me button your coat. You know it's snowing in Washington.
Oh, honey, it's 84 degrees here. I won't touch down in Washington for another hour.
You say hello to Bud for me.
I will.
And stay out of trouble.
I will.
You know what happened last year with the water balloons.
That won't happen again.
Oh, and one more thing, dear. You know about your heart. Now, the doctor told you to take it easy on the booze. It wouldn't hurt you to drink some club soda once in a while.
All right, dear.
Okay, now give Mommy a big hug and a kiss and tell her how much you really love her. Dear, what's that in your hand?
I don't know. That guy over there gave it to me.
And
bye, dear.
Bye. And
Gotta
don't
run.
bring any strange cats home again with you. You know how I'm allergic to cats.
I want one ticket to Washington.
AC or DC, sir?
DC?
Alrighty. That'll be $100.17. You know, it's too bad you missed our economy fares, for why, it would have only been $100.
Doesn't matter. Just hurry, please.
And will that be smoking or non-smoking?
Better make it non-smoking. I wouldn't want these canisters in my pocket to explode.
What was that?
I said I wouldn't want these canisters going off in my pocket.
Well, what do you have in them, gasoline or something?
Nitro...
Nitro, that's very funny. I mean, I hope all of our passengers have a sense of humor like you. Well, here's your ticket, sir. Have a pleasant flight and thank you.
Thanks.
Boy, things I'd like to do to her with petroleum jelly. Gotta stick to business. Gotta keep a low profile. Don't want those guys at the metal detector to find my piece.
Step through the gate, please.
Yes, of course.
Sir, would you mind emptying your pockets, please? Well, hey, what's this, sir?
Deodorant. I always like to keep fresh. Sweat a lot on planes, you know.
I see. What were you planning to do with this heavy, somewhat oil-soaked crowbar?
Ward off crows.
Well, I'm afraid you can't take this on the plane with you, sir.
That's okay. Don't believe I'll be running into any crows on the plane.
No, sir, I'd say the odds are against it.
Well, unless he slipped out of the baggage section and got into the slipstream and managed to ease his way through one of the air vents. No, really, I heard about it happening before. About 5 years ago, a lady was pet crazed. Was that pecker crazy?
I pay no attention to him.
Remember.
Okay, sir, I guess you can go through. Wait a minute. What's that clinking sound?
What was what?
What do you have strapped around your shoulders? They look like propane canisters or something.
These? They're nothing. Just a safety precaution. My wife, she's so insistent. Don't worry about these old things. Just a family heirloom. There's no gasoline or anything like that in them. Just 2 cylindrical canisters. Nothing to worry about.
Okay, if you say so. Next, step through the gate, please.
Boy, that was a close one. I shall fool that idiot. Pretty tricky, emptying my pockets like that. Leaving the gun in my trouser pocket. Dummies. They ought to hire people who care about the safety of others. Let me see here. Gate 14, United Airlines, flight number 32. Bound for Washington. Washington or bust.
May I have your ticket, sir?
Aren't you the same woman I just saw at the ticket counter?
Why, that's me in the flesh.
How did you get here so fast?
Well, it's clever special effects. Do you have any luggage, sir?
No.
Walk this way.
Why should I walk that way? I've got my own individual style of walking. They treat you like mental indigents around here.
Your seat is right here, sir.
Thank you. How long before we lift off?
In just a few minutes, sir. Oh, sir. I wouldn't want to make any more jokes about those gas canisters. The pilot's got this nervous condition, you see, and the least little thing just sets him right off.
I won't.
I knew you'd understand. Why, you have an understanding face. You look like a man who knows where he's going.
To Washington.
And that's right, sir. Now fasten your seatbelt, and please observe the no smoking sign.
Jeez. I wonder how long I'm supposed to stare at that thing. At least I could make it flash or something to keep my attention.
Hey there, buddy. Excuse me, I gotta get by the window here. If I could just squeeze in here. Thanks, boy. I love these wide-bodied jets. A guy can really stretch out, you know. Oh, excuse me. That didn't hurt, did it?
It's all right. Only my eye.
Okay, sweetie pie. Here's your seat.
I want to sit by the window.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear, but that seat's already taken by that gentleman. Oh, sir, would you mind exchanging seats with this little girl?
Oh, I wouldn't mind at all, but don't you think we both look a little funny? Get it, pals? Seat and seat.
Sir, this flight is departing in just a minute or so. Would you please let her sit by the window?
Oh, okay. Hey, watch this, pal. The little girl's gonna be in for a little surprise.
You just squeeze in there, dear.
My name's Dharma. What's yours?
Fred. And this here's my friend. I didn't catch your name, friend.
Harold Dinkle?
Say thank you to the nice man.
Thank you.
Somebody step on a duck. Hey, honey, why don't you scare up some drinks for me and Harold Dinkle?
I am sorry, sir. No drinks before the plane takes off.
They didn't say that to Amelia Earhart. Get it? Amelia Earhart.
I've never been at an airport before.
This is an airplane, you little twerp.
Please fasten your seatbelts and observe the no smoking sign.
Oh no. Not again.
Oh, you poor thing! Oh, you poor thing. Didn't anybody tell you where the air sickness bag was?
Right in my lap. Maybe nobody noticed. Got to remember not to draw attention to myself.
I'm so sorry, sir. Let me get you a wash and dry.
That's all right.
How about a drink?
In a minute.
Hey, that's too bad, buddy. Where are you headed?
Washington?
AC or DC?
Mister, will you please stop laughing like that? You're making my wife very nervous.
Your wife? I thought it was your daughter.
I don't want to have to get ugly with
With
you,
a face
buddy.
like that, you won't have to.
Here's your wash and dry, sir. Do you feel better now, honey?
I want to go to the bathroom.
Okay, I'll show you to the ladies' room. Just climb over that nice man.
Oh, right in the secret.
A miss.
That's what his wife probably said in their honeymoon bed.
This man in front of us is making my wife very nervous. I would appreciate it if you would say something to him.
Now, you better behave yourself, sir, or I'll report you to the captain.
Hey, you got a lovely tail section there. How about you and me in a Howard Johnson's Motor Lodge?
I am afraid that's against airline policy, sir.
People got no sense of humor.
If you just shut up, you better just shut up right now. You're making this flight miserable for everybody with your snide remarks and cheap wisecracks. Now shut your mouth before my husband puts his foot in it.
Settle down, honey. It's all right.
It's not all right, Dan. I won't have him ruining our vacation.
No, he's not worth the
I
effort.
won't put up with it.
I'll take care of it, honey. If he bothers us again, I'll take care of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We had a little difficulty in the takeoff simulation, but I assure you everything's under control now for our actual liftoff. Have a pleasant flight.
What's he talking about?
Oh no, what's that on the back of my neck again?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I am sorry. Let me wipe this off the back of your neck.
I told you to use the mark
God,
bag.
it was used already. Besides, it was so sudden, darling.
We'll pay for the damage to your suit, sir. How much is it?
Oh, don't worry. It's wash and wear.
Hey, friend, you're starting to smell like the bathroom at a rock and roll concert.
Thank you for taking me to the bathroom.
You just let me know if there's anything else you need.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain again. I've just been informed that I may have startled a few of you back there, but I assure you I'll give you proper warning in the future. Have a pleasant flight. Boy, that was a close one.
I can't believe it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain once again. The sound you just heard was a Boeing 747 flying directly across our starboard side. There's no cause for alarm. However, she missed us by a good 30 or 40 yards. For those of you on Hawaiian mushrooms like myself, I hope it wasn't too traumatic. Aloha, and thank you for flying United States.
You are,
Air
sir. I
Force.
hope this doesn't happen
Ladies and
again.
gentlemen,
I am so
this is your
sorry.
captain.
She is
I
sorry.
It won't happen again.
What did he just say?
He said she was sorry.
No, the pilot. Why did he say thank you for flying United States Air
Hey,
Force?
could you spray some aerosol back here?
Miss, why did the pilot say we were flying U.S. Air Force?
Oh, dear. Did he say that? Oh, Jesus. I hope he isn't off on one of his Vietnam trips again.
Where's that drink, sweetheart?
In a minute.
To hell with this. I got my own bottle anyway. You want a swig?
Shouldn't you drink that a little slower?
You only live once, you know.
Hello? Is this the police? Well, my name is Shirley Dinkle. My husband... What? 427 Lamont Avenue. My husband has been missing for 12 hours, and I want to... What? 427. Yes. That's right. Lamont Avenue. All right. My husband has never done this before, and... No. No, it's on the west side. Near the 7-Eleven. What do you mean, how is it spelled? 7-11. Now listen to me. My husband is gone. There's no trace of him. I'm afraid he might be out doing something terrible. I found this newspaper message with little letters cut out of it. And... What? Shirley. Shirley Dinkle. And listen to me. The note seems to be some kind of a hijack demand. What? D-I-N-K... Look, it doesn't matter. I think my husband's hijacking an airplane, for Christ's sake. No, I don't want to register a complaint. I want you to do something. About what? Haven't you been listening to anything I've been saying? What? Speaking into the wrong end of the receiver. Is this better?
You know something? I haven't had this much fun since that convention in Atlanta. How are you doing, buddy boy, huh?
If this guy doesn't shut up, I'm gonna let him have it. I've gotta make my move soon. Any minute now, I'll stand up calmly. Go to the captain and take over the plane.
Look, dear, it's New York.
Ah, so it is.
Looks like just a speck from up here. You'd never think there's 13 million people living down there. Just can't believe it.
Where's that kid? She's been to the John 8 times in the past half hour.
Listen, there's that horrible man just jabbering away.
He sounds like he's
That figures. You never know what kind of creeps you'll meet in an airplane.
Ever since they started offering these economy fares, you just get all kinds.
Thank you for taking me to the bathroom again.
There's that cute little girl again.
It's terrible. We're flying alone like
And
that.
of all people, who does she have to sit next to? That wretched old man.
There you go, Dharma. Just squeeze in there.
Excuse me, mister.
Oh, it's you again. You sure spend a lot of time in the bathroom.
Now, you just let me know if there's anything else, dear. Sir, I'm afraid you're not allowed to drink fish on the airplane. Sir! What's wrong with him?
I think he just passed out.
Did you hear that, Dan? That rude man in front of us just passed out.
Well, good. Maybe he won't bother us anymore.
Is there anything I can get for you, sir?
No, I'm all right. Everything's fine, just fine. Nothing to worry about here. No cause for alarm, just minding my own business, not planning to do harm to anyone. Not me. No, sir.
Maybe if I grab the kid, they'll take me serious right from the start. No. Wait a minute. Why use the kid? I'll just blow it up. Yeah. Give the pilot my name, so he can radio in, and then I'll set these canisters off.
What's he laughing at?
I don't know. Probably caught his reflection in the mirror.
Gotta stay cool. Don't want to attract attention to myself. Just wait for the right moment, Dinkle. You'll show him. You'll show the class of 62 what you're made of.
What was that?
What was what?
That voice. I distinctly heard someone talking to himself.
Relax, darling. It's probably just the altitude. You know what your psychiatrist advised.
I know. When you hear the little voice inside your head, turn him off and go to bed. Right. What was that?
Relax. It's for the next scene.
Next scene.
The control tower scene, where the police warned Washington International that there may be a bomber aboard the plane.
A bomber? What are you talking about?
It's right here in the script, honey.
What do you mean?
Hello. Control Tower, Washington International.
Hi, this is Lieutenant Wilkington, Boston City Police. Listen, we got an irate caller a little while ago. A woman said her husband may be planning to blow up Flight 32.
That's United, right?
Yeah, United Airlines Flight 32.
Well, we haven't heard anything here.
That's what we figured. Thought we should warn you, though. Probably just another crank caller. Let us know if you need assistance. We've got the wife standing by just in case.
Thanks for calling. See ya.
Who was that, Michelle?
Boston City Police. They said we have a bomber, we may have one at any rate, aboard Flight 32.
Well, that's news to me.
I'd better give them a call anyway. Washington International to United Airlines Flight 32, please come in. Flight 32, please respond. Washington International to United Airlines Flight 32. Please come in, 32.
Flight 32 responding. What's up, Washington?
We just got a call from Boston. The police up there suspect there may be a bomber aboard your plane. Over.
What?
A bomber. You haven't had any disturbances, have you? Any suspicious characters you might want to check out? Over.
No, sir. We got the clientele of a Saturday night bingo game. Over.
Did you ever get the feeling you're a fire hydrant? And all your friends were dogs? No time to be thinking about that. Dinkle, you gotta make your move. No time like the present, they say. Boy, will they all be really surprised about this at Notting Hill Gate High when they hear about this? Harold Dinkle kills 230 aboard the plane. I can see the headlines passing over their eyeballs.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain. I don't want you to be alarmed, but I'm having an acid flashback. For those of you not well versed in the drug subculture, this means I'm flipping out. I have no recollection of where I am or what I am doing.
Oh, for Christ's sakes, darling. Settle down. What's going on here?
Mom, I want my mom.
What's going on here?
Get a grip on yourself.
Like the pilot crashes
Okay,
plane
everybody,
on his
we're flying
own?
low, so tuck in
This
your
would be
shirt
another
tail.
tragic statistic.
Okay, son, drop that
I
tape
have to
off.
do it now.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Where are you going? Please, get back to your
Charlie
seat.
Point.
Get your paws off me.
Sir, no one's allowed in there.
N as in nobody.
Sir!
Well, finally some sanity from someone. I'll bet he's an old fighter pilot. I'll bet he's going to take over and land this plane
I hope
safely.
you're right, dear. But how can you tell?
Well, there's something about his face, honey. He looks like a man who knows where he's going, knows how to get there.
Okay. My name's Harold Dinkle. You got that? Harold Dinkle.
Well, Harold Dinkle, you better pray the engine on that DC-10 falls off. Oh, God, we're in trouble now. We just released our fuel tank.
God, I love the sight of napalm in the evening. What did you say, son?
Flight 32, this is Washington Control. Change your heading immediately. You are in the flight path of a DC-10.
Hello, Da Nang. We've been hit by the slants. On fire. Nothing left to do but take one of them dinks with us.
Who is this lunatic? Let me talk to the captain.
Roger, Washington Control. This is co-pilot Murphy. That was the captain.
Well, if that's the captain, who the hell is flying that plane?
Your guess is as good as mine.
This is a direct order. You now have the authority to take control of that plane. Immediately.
Affirmative, Washington Control, but I'm afraid that's not possible. I never flown one of these big babies before.
You're the co-pilot, aren't you?
Well, actually, sir, the co-pilot scheduled for this flight got laid up in Boston.
Are you telling me?
She was a real knockout, sir. You know, I don't blame him a bit for wanting to spend time with her, but frankly, sir, I'm just a friend of the captain.
A friend of the captain's? Jesus H. Christ. Chuck, get me internal security.
Okay, I have that DC-10 in our vector now. Bearing 8, 1 degrees southwest. Air velocity, 100 knots. Altitude, 1,000 feet. Descending rapidly, ma'am.
Tell that DC-10 to change its flight path.
I can't do that. DC-10 just called in. Reported the loss of an engine. They're coming in for an emergency landing.
Are you trying to tell me we've got a United Airlines jet without a pilot headed for a DC-10 that just lost one of its jet engines?
Yes, ma'am. I'm afraid so.
Hello? Hello? This is Harold Dinkle. H-A-R-O-L-D. Dinkle.
Who the hell is that?
Who knows?
Sounds like an old fighter pilot. Somebody to take over that plane.
How can you tell?
Something about the sound of his voice. He sounds like he knows where he's going and how to get there. All right, Dinkle, gear up. Since you'll be flying this plane, there's a few things I think you ought to know. You are presently headed for a DC-10 in need of repairs. She cannot change her flight path. I repeat, she cannot change her flight path. Change your heading to 187 degrees northeast.
Boy, this is great. I won't even have to set off these canisters. All I gotta do is keep this thing headed towards that DC-10. I'll be in the Guinness Book of World Records for the worst air disaster in history.
Flight 132, correction, Flight 32, please respond.
Oh, there you are, sir. I'm afraid you'll have to leave the cockpit immediately. Isn't that right, Captain?
Nice try, you goop, but you won't get anything out of me. All I'm required to give you is my name, rank, and social security number.
God, he is on one of his Vietnam trips again. I better go back and warn the passengers.
Hey, Dinkle, Washington Control wants to know our heading.
Tell him to sack off. I'm in control of this airplane. Just tell him Harold Dinkle's in control. D as in dog, I as in inept, N as in no.
Why doesn't he respond?
Could be the bomber's taking over the plane.
The bomber? Of course. Dear God, I've got to get back to Dinkle. Flight 32, this is Washington Control. We know you have a bomber on board. Just try and stay calm and land that thing in one piece.
Michelle, another engine just fell off that DC-10. They've descended to 300 feet.
Thank God. At least Dinkle won't have to worry about that.
Where's that DC-10? I thought we would have hit it by now.
Radar shows it dropped to 300 feet. It's descending rapidly.
Well, we're going after it.
After it? Why would you want to do that?
I'd better get on the horn. Attention, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. My name is Harold Dinkle.
D as in dog, I as in itinerary, N as in nobody, K as in Kafka, L as in Lindy, E as in Evelyn Wood.
Oh, that sounds like the man you threw up on, honey. Thank God there's a level head in the
Oh,
cockpit.
Dan, whatever happens, I want you to remember that I love you.
Don't you understand? You and we're all going to die.
The little twerp's right.
Oh, shut up.
Sir, if we get off this airplane in one piece, remind me to stuff this down your face.
Please, please. Everybody remain calm. He usually comes out of these trances pretty quickly. I mean, I'm sure everything's under control.
What the hell are you doing?
All right, drop the wheels.
Excuse me, sir, but if we drop the wheels, how are we going to land this big bird?
Flight 32, this is Washington Control. You are dangerously encroaching on a Douglas DC-10. What the hell are you trying to do?
And in the nation's capital this morning, a miracle occurred at the Washington International Airport. Without a pilot, United Airlines Flight 32 landed safely this evening thanks to the bravery of a man named Harold Dinkle. With a live report from the airport, here I am, Charles Clitoris. I have with me Flight Controller Michelle Corbis. Miss Corbis, or is it Ms. Corbis?
Ms., thank you very
You
much.
helped bring down that jet earlier this evening. Could you tell us a little bit about what happened?
Well, Charles, it was a damned miracle. There was a bomber aboard that flight disguised as the captain. Once Dinkle realized that 218 people were in danger, he took matters into his own hands.
There were earlier reports that a crippled Douglas DC-10 somehow helped it to land safely.
That's right, Charles. It was the damnedest thing I've ever seen. Dinkle set that Boeing down just under the belly of that DC-10, and they both coasted safely onto the runway.
Amazing.
It was an accident, I'm telling you. A freak accident.
Here comes the hero now. Mr. Dinkle, could we get a few words from you? Mr. Dinkle, did you know that President Reagan has planned a state dinner in your honor this evening?
No, I didn't. But I want everyone from the class of 62 at Hoover High to know that it was an accident. You hear that?
Harold, how did you do it?
There he is! Ha! I can't believe it. It's Harold. Harold in the White House. A hero? Maybe I misjudged him. He's such a good man. A wonderful man. Children, Mickey, Terry, Jenny, Brian, come in here. Your father's on TV. What's that on his coat? Looks like he's been rolling around in the gutter. Brian, get your feet off the sofa. How many times have I told you to keep your feet off your father's sofa? Jeez! Jeez. He looks so handsome. My husband, a hero.
You've been listening to Rebels Without Applause in The Tragedy of Flight 32. The part of Harold Dinkle was played this week by Jim, and the part of Dharma was played by Josephanna. Stay tuned, or tune in next week when Rebels Without Applause presents the premiere of The Psychic.